Okay, so there's one more pedal that's going to go here that's over there. I'm going to show you. This is going to be my basic church board, which I took in the Line 6 power cab, and my homies at GC gave me the mad hookup, and I traded it in towards some pedals. So one thing they have set up now at GC is they have this big like tabletop with all the pedals, and the tuner was at the beginning of each of the chains. So I was like, whoa, Boss's tuner is better now. I think they really kind of got the cue from TC that they had to step it up. So I got the tuner, had this, had the timeline. I got the tuner, and all right, so going to this reverb. So on my way to Guitar Center with the power cab in the trunk or the back of my car, I was thinking, well, maybe, I'll look at one of those like HX stomps. And I'm like, wait a second. That's what I don't want. I don't want something with firmware updates. I don't want something with screens. I don't want to learn anything else. I want to play music. And I said, and I got there and I was like, well, there's a reverb on. So I'm going to be using a deluxe reverb at church. And there's a reverb on there. That's not my kind of reverb. For maybe all right. But I was looking at the Boss RV1, their reverb, and it's nice. But everything's so small and so tight, and I couldn't see anything. And I was like, wait a second. I'm like, wait, I've used this before. I've owned this. I said, this is a great reverb. And it's like simple, like press this, go to the next, there's like 6 sounds, and then, there's whatever, decay, tone, mix, done. Simple. I don't need tap temp. Oh, and then I've got this setup. This is the only thing that's remotely complicated on the setup, but I already know how to use this, and I'm just going to have 2 presets, one for quarter, one for dotted eighth. And then this, I can set this up for big, long reverbs. I can do anything I want. It's going to be very cool. And so I traded in that. I also sold the FM9. A guy had made a good bid on it, and when I got out to Guitar Center, when I got done, I said, that's it, I'm selling it. I'm done. So that ships out on Monday. So coming over here, I thought, I'm just going to use, because I was thinking, I'll buy an AC-15. I'm like, forget that, man. I just want to, I've got this. So when I was over looking at the pedals at Guitar Center, this pedal was over there too. This is what caught my eye. And I know that I had seen this on a video. I think that PMTV guy, or PMUTV. But I was like, because I wanted something that's just a basic sound that I would use all the time with the Deluxe. Because the Deluxe Clean is not the church thing at all. But I thought, I was looking at a Tumnus Deluxe, and it was cool. There's a little bit more going on, but it sounded good. It sounded real good. It was out of stock. And then I saw this. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I went to this. I'm like, oh, my God. To me, this even sounded better. This was like perfect. And then I came here and I set this. I plugged it in, and I was like, oh, my God, this is perfect. So check it out. I don't know I should have set this up ahead of time. I'm doing a horrible job here. Wait, you know what I'll do? I'll do it here. So I think you guys can see. Maybe not. Anyway, the amp is there, right? So if I shut it off, I grab a Les Paul. Now this is the Deluxe on 2. That's about what I'll be playing at church. Bone dry. But now if I hit this pedal, this MXR super badass dynamic overdrive, and here it is. You can. better than everything I was doing with the FM9 using the power cab. And don't get me wrong, those things are cool. I just think that I just like the way the amp jumps, and I am just, maybe I'm limited. I mean, I'm not I didn't grow up on this stuff, but that's it. This is huge. So, and then here's the pedal board. I took off the timeline, and the overdrive was over in the side. I moved it over and I put down my fuzz pedal. So now this is my pedal board for the studio. Everything's working. If I want to use the lines, if I want to use the timeline in front, I just throw the pedal board over here, plug it in, and I got the timeline. Freaking done, man. Done. D-U-N. So check it out. So going back again, and this is going to be it. And then I'll put that MXR right here. Maybe do this kind of thing. Well, this is all stuck now. I got to figure it out. But, I want room, because these are going to be my main things, and then the reverb. And then the chorus on this is just killer. Firm foundation. And then I can set the super overdrive up for like a boost, like another thing, like for leads or for octaves or whatever. Tuner is awesome. This is the whatever thing, the VP Junior. Great volume pedal. So I'm going to be getting my worship guitar on, and that's it. And nothing really, only programming will be I'll have A and B, quarter note, dotted eighth, and that's it. And then my tap tempo. It's done. And that's just awesome. So huge changes. Really, really, I'm so excited. Moving away from a lot of things that I've been trying to make work for me, and they just weren't working for me. And it was, sometimes it takes a while to kind of accept defeat or just not a defeat, just like, all right, forget it. I quit. I give up. I don't want to mess with this anymore. It's not fun. And but again, this little pedal is awesome. MXR, super badass dynamic overdrive. So I have it on cut, which is softer sounding. It says the boost is supposedly bass boost. I don't know. I don't want that. And I just got kind of the output here. I got the tone down because the Fender thing can get a little brighter, maybe like that. And then just the gain really low. And there it is. I'll see if I can play this one more time, and then it's movie night at the Lugo house. I don't know. I know you guys probably can't see this, but... All right, so I shut the pedal off. Oi! So Les Paul again. On 2. Deluxe reverb. And now the MXR. That to me is just... That's exactly the sound that I hear in my head for these worship tunes. Because it's like, it's got like a boring, I don't know, it's got like a, it's like, it's got like, it's got a thing, man. So this will be like an on all the time, and then I'll use the super overdrive for octaves or leads or whatever. Yeah, so clean and on. I wish you guys were here to hear how beautiful this sounds. Man, check that pedal out. That is a sleeper. I don't know if it's a sleeper, but this is a killer pedal. Racing Stripe. It's got like a 70s thing. See it? Simple. Couple of knobs. That's more where I'm going. Yeah.